just want to check. Edit. I will be playing GreedFall. I've been trying to edit my shit into little catch-up, well, into actual episodes. Just been fumbling around with this because everything's broken, but yeah. I'm going to continue this and record this and then edit that into more little episodes, but that's like a 15-minute catch-up of everything I've done so far in it, which I'm only like an hour in. But yeah, cat's with me. So we are this guy. We've been promoted to legate of like it's the merchant confederation that we're in. Our cousin is missing. We're supposed to get on this boat and travel to a faraway land called Tier 4D and hopefully find a cure for some plague that's ravaging our nation. But right now, Cabin Boy's missing from the ship. Our cousin, who's supposed to govern the new land, is also missing because he went out and got drunk last night. So we gotta help that. This is our friend Kurt over here. We also want to help him do a job for his faction, the Coin Guard, which is to basically get some goods across our boat so we can take them to the island with us, but it's technically smuggling. But first thing we're going to do is try and find the cabin boy that's gone missing from the ship. We could leave without him, but also find our cousin. And last time we met the ambassadors of our two neighbouring nations who are all at war with each other and helped the Bridge Alliance out. And the
hiding place of this smuggler is filthy, but perhaps we'll discover some useful information.
And the other one, Talim, there was the ambassador for that. He wanted us to hunt down some heretics because they're basically the Spanish Inquisition. Which, you know, I don't know if we're going to do, but whatever. I have two new clients. They want to go to Al Saad, and the Inquisitors are on their heels, which will not make my job easier. I think I can get them onto a ship inconspicuously, but we'll have to be cautious, and I hope that they will prove patient and discreet. I will hide them away in a warehouse behind the harbour office, where the Inquisitors will never dare to enter. Okay, so that's probably something to do with the heretics that the Spanish Inquisition, or Taleme, is it Taleme? Yeah, that they want us to hunt down. So that's where they are. Interesting. But let's ask this person right here about, I think she is someone we ask about the missing cabin boy.
Good day. Someone told me that you're a friend of Jonas's, the young cabin boy who's gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Yes. Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Boy, I haven't the faintest idea.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink. It blurs the senses.
Alright. What do you think about the captain?
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator, and an excellent leader of men. He knows his craft well, in spite of being so young.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet. If he keeps it up, he'll be an admiral one day.
I need to be going. Farewell.
Alright, so this is useful. We should probably go speak to Lauro next. But our cousin was also in the pub. So hopefully we can find him as well. What's this? It's Lauro. Yeah.
Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 death winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand? Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof. Gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were. And I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left, you get me?
Did Jonas seem troubled to you, the night he disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No,
What do you think happened?
no idea.
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down. You think my story is nothing but mist too, don't you?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy. Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face being there.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a just man who knows his knots. He's well
Captain
appreciated
of the
by the
ship
crew.
is supposed to be
It's a
taking
pity
us
that he hasn't much heart for laughs now and
to Tier
again.
4D after this.
Always seems unhappy, our captain.
Thank you, Lara. I need to be going.
Strange story, this is.
Something isn't right here, I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
Take everything we find as well, as I said. To the pub. That's where we deal with all our problems. It's amazing how there's a plague and people dead in the streets, but the pubs are still open. Probably open past fucking 10 PM as well here. Should we see how good their social distancing is? Yeah, they're all sitting down. There's a party of 6. There's one guy over there that could make it 7, but he's all the way over there. And then there's this guy in the corner. It's actually fairly good. Yeah. Completing. We're an hour into this game. We've completed like 2 quests already. Just take the coins there, sure. Sure you won't mind.
Good day, tavern keeper.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
Have you seen my cousin?
I'm looking for my cousin. His name is Constantine. I believe he was intent on celebrating his departure last night.
There was indeed a party here last night, but it ended badly.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shattered, and no one's paid for the damages.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, did there happen to be a young man? 20 years of age. Hair down to his neck, light brown, blue eyes. Quite the talker.
I don't believe it. Of course he was there. He's the man that started the fight. I hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't count on me to help you if that's not the case.
What kind of damage are we talking about exactly?
A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood. I piled up the lot over there.
Let me take a look. Perhaps it can be repaired.
If you can fix it, I'll be obliged. If not, you'll need to pay.
Alright.
That's not a small sum. I need to think about my options.
Oh, the father has forgotten to give his son his allowance, it would seem.
What about the cabin boy?
I'm looking for a Naut. A young cabin boy who's been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A Naut, you say? That's not a lot to go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping. In my establishment. You surely jest. Or at least I hope you do. I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water.
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table. Anything else?
I need to be off.
That's everything for now.
Farewell.
See if I
Goodbye.
can fix your shit. That's the gambler right there who'd never give away a seat at his table. Apparently. Just standing there. Without a seat or a table.
The furniture is in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks as if it's fixable. I've seen worse. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, we can make them like new.
I think we have some.
And there you have it. You'd never guess they were once broken.
There we go. We don't have to pay him money.
Well then, were you able to repair it all?
Yes, just like new. Or nearly.
That does indeed look like fine work. You know what you're doing.
I would hope. Can you tell me where I can find my cousin now?
Your cousin is either a very bad joker or a right good fool. He went and insulted a band of ruffians from the lower boroughs. Dangerous fellows. They've a storehouse they operate out of a few streets from here.
What kind of business do they run?
Several, actually, and they're all illegal and profitable. But you didn't hear that from me. In any case, if you were set on recovering your cousin, I would hurry if I were you. They're not the tender sorts.
Thank you for the information.
Off with ya. Get him out of whatever mess he's got himself into. Seemed like a courageous fellow. Who could down his pint. Anything else?
Sure, how's the plague
Has the
going?
Malachor really put a damper on your business?
More than a damper. They were soaked. When the sickness began to spread, a wave of panic followed in its wake. People stopped going out of their homes. They were afraid. I was close to closing shop, I tell you. And then, thankfully, the alchemists of the bridge said that you couldn't just catch it like that. People are still distrustful, as is their nature, but they are leaving home again. It's a start. I also lost quite a few regular customers. Dead or too scared to venture back. Oh, but that's nothing new to you. The city would have sunk in the water if not for trade with the new isle.
God, thank God we're not dealing with something like that in real life.
With all these sailors coming and going, you must have heard some stories about Tirfredi.
Right. Even stories that my heaviest drinkers would have trouble believing. They say that man-trees live there. Dragons and gigantic creatures. Treasure abounds under every rock. And the source of eternal life is hidden somewhere there. Last night, some Nauts even told me they brought back one of those giant beasts into the port. Ah, but you know the kind. If you ask my opinion, the drink was fueling their imaginations.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
And now let's rush to save our cousin after we talk to this guy and just chill out for a bit in the pub.
Who are you? I don't recognize you. Am I in your debt?
No. Have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I am here. I'm looking for a Naut that disappeared 2 days ago, after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with the 3 of them.
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, sir. You are in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Theleme embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
I don't know if this place respects social distancing enough. There's only 5 of them sitting down at once. They do keep going up and wandering. That guy clearly has the disease over there, the one we're talking to. I guess that's why he's standing up over there, drinking by himself, but still. Seems dodgy. So, what we got? That is where our cousin is, and that is where the Fontaine guy is. Let's go get a cousin first. It's probably more important.
Are your boots worn through?
Mess around with our inventory actually, see if we got anything good. Extra magical resistance, but less. Doesn't really matter right now. I haven't seen anyone use any magic.
If you had any idea who I am. Open up, imbeciles! I have a ship to catch!
That vulture of a tavern master was right. It is Constantine's voice. It's coming from the floor above.
It sounds as if he's locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
I mean, yeah, fuck them. I'll pay them. Kind of pointless actually, we already did blow a hole in the wall. Don't know why we bother unlocking that. How the fuck did he get up here first? And now he's disappeared again. Cool. Well, at least magic teleporting Curtis on our side. Here. Needs the key though. Our cousin's probably in there then. Let's just check out here. Make sure we rob the people who kidnapped him first.
Well, this has been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to. An island to govern, treaties to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding father to impress.
Constantine, it's me!
My dear cousin! Oh, my lucky star! Always there to pull me out of my fight.
I do what I can. We're departing soon. Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning.
Have you ever seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? You know what he thinks of me.
He cares about you, I know that. He appointed you governor, didn't he?
He is ridding himself of a source of constant disappointment. Enough said. Today we set sail for adventure. If you only knew how these river scum treated me. Do me a courtesy, good cousin. Now that we stand boldly alongside the brave Kurt, let's give them their money's worth.
They haven't spotted us. We could sneak out of here silently. We have a ship to board.
You've always been the reasonable soul. Don't you think these brutes deserve a punishment?
Yes, without a doubt. But don't you think there are more pressing matters? Kurt?
It is your highness's decision to make. Whatever it is, I shall follow.
I guess we could get the drop on them. They came out this door. Let's see. What does that do? There's 3 of us. I'll save. Alright, let's try and fuck them up. Where are they? There's 1 there, 2 down there.
To my help, and death to the others! Things are about to get dicey.
I think we got him. Not the best fight, but now we get all their stuff. We found several health potions as well. I think we only used 1 or 2 in that fight. Would like some better armor there. Maybe so we could take 3 hits before needing a health potion rather than just about 2. It's too risky, don't want to die. Nearly level 3 though. Alright, that's 1 missing person case solved. Now for the other one. Can you go up this way? Right. Fontaine, they're the people that were supposed to go meet over there, wasn't it? Yeah, Fontaine Family Warehouse. Ah, it seems like we should search this as well. Would make sense.
It's blocked.
Okay. I guess not. I have a feeling we'll be coming back though. Since it's now like appeared. No, maybe not. We'll definitely go back there. I'm gonna go see whoever it is over there who's gonna lead us back over here. Sprinting through the streets, running past dead bodies. Yay. At least we've got some stamina apparently.
Might I help you, sir?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter.
Nothing to nick down here.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lord de Sade. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter. We're looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it's their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
What was your son doing on a Naut ship? Why would they have taken him?
It is what they do. Through pacts and contracts, they steal away young children from their mothers.
What are you talking about?
I would have thought that a legate would know these things. But it is true that you are young and inexperienced. It seems that you have been protected from the turpitudes of our own nation and their terrible allies. This horrible, constant ransoming that they put us through. But I will not say another word. You will have no trouble verifying the details now that you know what to look for.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Nauts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact? It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Nauts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
Alright. I'm fairly sure the son's probably in that fucking warehouse, but... let's learn more about Naut contracts. After we just take whatever is lying around over here.
Sir?
Constantine d'Orsay, future governor of Tir Freddy. I'm enchanted, Captain. I am eager to board your ship.
Enchanted as well, Your Highness. I hope you enjoy your voyage.
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
Not necessarily.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Nords, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Nord. Our ships are his home. We are his only family.
Could you tell me a little about your guild?
We are masters of the oceans. Our ships can sail where no others dare.
Thanks to your magic, so I've heard. How do you become a Nord?
Our magic, yes, that only the Nords master. As for your question, any child born on one of our ships is sea-born. He is a Nord from birth. Others are sea-gifted, joining the Nords for different reasons, often from a young age. It's how the guild is made and maintains its numbers.
Be back soon. You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Naut?
Oh, how I would like my father to be implicated in this sordid business. Our old teacher must surely know what's going on here. Let's go talk to him.
Alright. Hold on, that looks like some more loot over there.
Your Highness, I'm happy to see you. Your absence this morning worried both your father and me.
Come now, Sir de Corsilion. My father may have been angry, outraged, or disappointed, but he's never worried about me. I am sad to have caused you any worry, though. Would you believe that I was rotting away in a sinister jail, guarded by thugs ready to kill me? Though still seeing double from last night's drink, I was preparing an ingenious escape plan when... ta-da! My dear cousin jumped up out of nowhere and saved me. I'm quite the fairy tale damsel in distress.
You might have refrained from the company of bandits the night before such an important departure.
Take away the risk and halve the pleasure.
GreedFall is the name of this
It
game.
is the salt of life.
I fear that some of my teachings have been misunderstood. But you wanted to ask me something, de Sade?
Yeah, what's this man-child's future role on the island?
What will be your official title on Tier 4D?
Oh, you're
Or are you just here to keep an eye on us?
Come now, don't be
We're going to talk
ridiculous.
about my
I'm
cousin.
coming in the capacity of official advisor, nothing more. But His Highness has also asked me to report to him on certain strategic observations. I am therefore required to take note of all events, chart the island and
suppose
its
I shouldn't
resources, but also obtain as
refer to
much
someone else as a
knowledge as
man-child when
possible
I'm playing video
concerning the
games
more
dressed as a wolf,
dangerous
and I'm
creatures of
20.
the island.
8 years
Your
old in a
help
couple
will
of
be
weeks.
extremely valuable to me. I've no longer the legs of an adventurer.
It's always a privilege to help, Master.
Contract between the Knots.
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family that lives near the docks. She told me a strange story about her son who was a cabin boy on our ship. She said that he was taken when he was a child due to some contract with the Nords.
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer one?
They took him back to bring him home.
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sade. We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain price to pay for the services of the Nords. children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange. From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord, and certain noble families had to give their children up.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son because of some agreement signed between my uncle and the Nords?
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that contract. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance, via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is of little importance. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the Nords as quickly as possible. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation could feel it in its coffers.
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
I want to know what the son thinks.
I wish you a good day, Your Excellency.
Fucking hell. Oh, something to loot now. Oh, note to the attention of the servant. I would like you to prepare several meals and bring them to the warehouse we own by the canal. My husband will have to work there with his clerk and his men for a few days, so make sure that there is enough food for everyone. And be discreet. We don't want any other families to know about what is happening.
This document mentions another property. A warehouse.
That would be a great place to hide. Shall we take a peek?
I mean, I think we know where that one is. See if we can have a word with Lady Fontaine first.
Excuse me, madam, but I haven't quite finished my inquiry yet.
If you would be so courteous, I would like you to leave. I have told you all that I have to say.
Alright,
With respect, my lady.
we've got everything we need from here anyway, I reckon. Let's go in the back way, like we did before. Seems more sneaky.
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
A handful of underlings don't scare us away. Right, cousin?
Maybe, but there's a guard right there. I don't necessarily want to fight with him. Maybe I'll go in the front way. Mostly because we don't know the whole story, so I don't necessarily want to just start fighting people.
Sir de Sade, what are you doing here?
I've come looking for your son. The Nauts are worried about his disappearance.
Those Nauts took him from us, but now... And he'll be staying with us.
Would you be so kind as to hear what I have to say, Sir Fontaine? You've taken your son against his will and have him locked up like merchandise in a warehouse. Is that what you call being a good father?
As if you would know what it is like to be a parent. You are far too young to understand the way we feel.
I looked into the contract that binds you to the Nords. It was indeed you who ceded your son to them in exchange for help with your business with the bridge.
It is so. But that sort of contract is ignoble. I never would have signed it if I had known.
You should have thought of that before. Breaking the contract could have regrettable consequences for the congregation.
The prince will know how to negotiate with the Nords. If they take my son back, my wife will die of sadness.
Her sadness would be all the more terrible if she learned of your role in the story, don't you think?
You wouldn't dare tell her. I beg you.
You're not leaving me with a choice.
Very well. Take the key and take him away. Cursed be the day I delivered my son unto the Nords.
All children leave the nest one day or another, sir. Farewell.
Oh, I kind of wanted to see what the kid had. Well, say kid. Don't know. It's probably a grown up. But I want to see what the son had to say about all of this, rather than just taking him. Just the other way out.
So it's here that our man keeps his son. Abusive fathers.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think that letting him keep his son would be the best decision, considering he's literally locked him up.
Who are you?
My name is de Sardet. I am legate of the congregation. Your captain has sent me to find you.
And were you able to convince my father to allow me to go free?
Yes. Even if I had to bend his arm a little.
That doesn't surprise me. He seemed to have no intention of changing his mind. I feel more sorry for my mother. She seems so sweet and happy to see me.
You don't seem to be all that close to your parents.
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old. I barely remember them. They find me, capture me, and lock me up in this warehouse. Hard to grow close after all that. My family is the Nords. I am sorry for my parents, but that is the way of it now. Can I go home?
Yes. You should still go and say farewell to your mother. Then find your way to the ship. I'll see you there.
Oh, there we go. And of course we could go out through that door, but it's way more fun to blow up walls. Down. So the only thing left for us to do now is talk to the captain again and see about the heretics trying to escape the Talim Inquisition, Spanish Inquisition basically, and smuggling stuff for the coin guard and Kurt.
Whatever you need to be the talk of all serene.
Wait, did I get nothing out of that? Okay. A bit weird. Oh, this box over here.
Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
Oh, they can't use any of that shit. Cool. Could use this though. Better stun, better rate of fire, better quality overall, but less damage. So why would I want that? Nah. That's pretty good. This is probably quite good. We've failed 2 charisma checks so far, and we don't have anything in the cape slot, plus extra armor. Oh yeah, I will buy a cape. See what I have to sell. Ancient Warhammer. He's the only one that probably use it, and his shit's better. Yeah, so I will sell the Ancient Warhammer. For 4 gold, fucking hell, it's not much. It's pretty shit, might as well sell that. It's pretty shit, might as well sell that. Might as well keep that for now. I'll wait until there's something else to buy.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
And hopefully we won't fail the next charisma check. We've got a nice fancy cloak. Right, crafting. Do anything with that? Oh, we can. Extra armor damage. Or extra physical damage is probably more useful. 4 iron, and I think we have crafting level 1, so we could do that. Maybe, but I'm going to check. I think armor is more important in general for us right now. Well, we've never actually lost balance, have we? I don't know. But 10 plus 10 more armor. I think that's probably a good idea. Ooh. Okay, what do I need for that? Crafting level 2, don't know if that. Still. That looks cool. I want that. But yeah, better armor as well. Better balance, better everything. Go with that as well. I'll leave that as it is. Ooh, actually that could be useful. Just 2 more level, we get extra science or vigor. What if we recycle? Do we get 6 leather for that? 50% chance of 6 leather. And that is pretty... Old leather coat is not great. Or this, which is the same as what we're wearing, except just without the added stuff. Alright, let's recycle this. You got 3 leather. Perfect. That means we can upgrade. Yes. Extra vigor. That should keep us alive more. Awesome. And probably get a better sword very soon, but fuck it, whatever. What was it? Was it the guard we wanted? Just extra physical damage. Sure. And what about the pommel? Only need 2 iron, but then we can get... go with the armor damage next, but... oh well, I think this looks good. It's decent upgrade. Well, form Captain Vasco and Oh yeah, we want to go change. I think we have to change the manifest in there. If in the fucking what are they called? Oh, you're right. The quartermaster area for the Naughts, which is over here. Yeah, it says here. Yeah, clear out the warehouse guards. If don't necessarily want to fight them because that's going to piss. Yeah, tamper with the ship's log in the harbour master's office. That's what we want to do. If help the coin guard with their merchandise, and we need to go and see the heretics in the warehouse as well. Might as well do that. And I think if we disguise ourselves as a Naught by wearing sailor costume, and we can get in. Yeah, there you go. Disguise yourself as a Naught. Even though I've only changed my shirt, I'm still wearing my cloak and everything. That should make it easier, and they shouldn't attack us, even though these two people haven't changed the way they're dressed and they're following us. Oh, Kurt and Constantine. If you mix their names together and call them mix just Const and Kurt together. Cunt. Constantine, Kurt. Oh no. This zone is under patrol for... Yep, cool.
Do you have any idea how to get in there without being noticed?
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
Sneaky. That doesn't work for the entrance.
If you wore a Naught uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let us in, unless we just offered them a drink. These sailors rarely refuse one.
I see where this is headed. If we drop a little soporific in their glasses, the way will be clear. I'll just need to find the proper ingredients, but it's doable.
Yeah, so I could have spiked them.
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs.
I'm already dressed as them though, and we're actually already in their place, so I think we're good. They don't seem too bothered by us, although I can't... Where's the actual stuff? Oh, through that door probably.
Here's the ship's manifest. We only need to add our merchandise to the list.
Alright, there we go. Sorted. And we got the key to the jails, which I think the smuggler was there, but we didn't need to speak to him because we found a note from him in the warehouse. Cool, we got some gloves and stuff as well. Oh, that's why we had good craftsmanship, because from these gloves. Okay, so we should keep them. I don't have to wear them now, but we should put them on when we're doing stuff. And these are just all round better. And obviously don't change main outfits when we're in here, because they'll realise we're not actually part of their faction. We just dressed up like them. Okay. So that's that. What about the heretics through here?
Hello? What can I do for you?
We're the relay. You're dismissed.
Finally! We were starting to grow moss. Courage, me hearties. The path is clear. We should notify the men. They need all the time they can get.
I think that's so that they can put the coin guard stuff in the warehouse. Awesome. So we still have to tell them to do that. But I think the heretics are somewhere in here as well. Oh, hello.
Who is there?
May the Illuminated save us. Did the smuggler send you?
The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown into prison, but revealed to me your hiding place.
Oh, The traitor!
Have you come to deliver us to the Inquisition, then? Please, please, have pity on our souls. We have committed no crime. We are not heretics. We are nothing more than historians.
In that case, why is the ambassador of Thélème so concerned about your teachings? Why is the Inquisition looking for you, and why are you hiding?
Our only error was wanting to publish our work.
It's true. We presented our research, but it didn't please the censor. And here you have the result.
We fled all the way to Serene, thinking we would be safe. But the Inquisition wants to silence us so badly that they followed us here.
Tell me more about your research. What about it is so horrifying that it would provoke such a fuss?
Our work concerned the teachings of St. Lucius.
The disciple of Saint Matthias? The one who returned to Thélème after traveling with his master?
The very same. His writing was carefully preserved, but never seriously studied.
With the discovery of Teofredi, we thought it crucial to take a look at the original text. We wanted to verify if this island could have been the faraway place that he spoke of. The Eden of Saint Matthias.
And? What did you find?
Teofredi is without any doubt the land that our Saint Matthias and his disciples went to. But the text that we discovered was radically different from what we expected to find.
In the original text, St. Lucius doesn't speak of an Eden, of the paradise of the illuminated. He speaks of a voice that came from the depths of the earth, which convinced St. Matthias to stay there.
It was written in black and white, and there is no doubt about it. The original was written in Lucius's own hand.
I understand now what that text has cost you. This voice from the depths sounds more the power of a demon than a saint.
The sacred texts are always difficult to interpret, but what is written is written.
Tell me more about your research. What about it is so horrifying that it...
Our work,
The disciple...
With the discovery, we wanted to...
And?
Teofredi, but...
In the original, he speaks of...
It was...
I understand now. This voice...
The sacred...
Who were you hoping would give you asylum?
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad. The Inquisition won't chase us into the den of their enemies.
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least I doubt it. But at least we'll be safe.
By entering Al-Sad as clandestines, you risk being taken for spies.
That would be better than being burned at the stake.
Did you try speaking with the censors? You could forget what you have discovered, perhaps.
Oh, we have signed already an abjugation stating that we misunderstood the sacred texts of St. Lucius. We were even ready to say that we had never seen the true text, or anything else that would have pleased them.
It served no purpose. It's our lives they are after.
I see. Well, you have no other choice but to run and seek refuge in enemy territories.
I beg of you, please do not deliver us to them. Let us continue on this path.
I could have a word with the good Dr. Sahid, the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance. If he can be persuaded to offer you asylum, you would be saved.
Your goodness honors you. May the Illuminated forever light your path.
If I manage to convince the ambassador, you'll need to refrain from that sort of blessing. Stay here. I'll be back.
Yeah, obviously not going to help the Inquisition. Kill these people who are just literally doing their job of researching history. So back to speak to the Bridge Alliance then, and then I guess go speak to the ambassador of Thélème and see what he has to say about all this. Right, who's that? Inform the porters of... Oh, right there. There to put the in the warehouse.
Captain, sir, we were given orders to wait here with the merchandise.
The way is clear. It's time to get going.
Do your best to be quick and quiet about it. You won't have much time to move it.
Don't you be worrying now. We're off.
The warehouse is at the end to the right there. You can't miss it.
Move out. Quick steps.
It's a bit dodgy business, but do like Kurt, and it's good to keep the coin guard on our side if we can. So, we can get changed from the old sailor's stuff now. Probably should improve const armor if I can. Anyway, to the Bridge Alliance. Sorry. Are they going to block my way on this bridge? No. Okay, good. Not these guys. These guys up here.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade.
I would like to talk to you about a rather delicate matter.
I am listening.
A couple of historians have made a recent discovery concerning Mateus, the founder of the mythical Teleme. And it seems that this is not to the liking of the Illuminated, or at least his more fervent subjects.
These sinister hypocrites are going to want to burn them at the stake.
Without a doubt. And that's why these poor people are begging you to offer them asylum.
We are willing. Where are they to be found at this time?
At the port of Serene. They were hoping to stow away discreetly on a vessel to Al-Sad.
Very well. I shall send an escort immediately to take them somewhere safe.
Alright.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
What, do you think
We owe you
Give
our
them to the
lives.
Spanish Inquisition?
We are eternally grateful.
It was nothing.
Nah.
I hope you won't have too much difficulty adapting to your new country.
If you
Maybe
would
if I
allow
go
me,
for a second playthrough.
I would like to give you this. It's not much, but it is all that we possess.
Farewell.
You have a kind heart, Greenblood. It'll be the end of you, but that doesn't bother me. I wouldn't have wanted those poor buggers to end up on a burning pyre.
It would seem that I'm not the only one with a tender heart.
Well, we got 80 quid for that. Still only just hovering below level 3 though. I guess we still got to inform Teleme Ambassador. And then we'll level up, maybe?
Good day, Excellency.
Sir de Sade, to what do I owe the pleasure?
It pains me to inform you that the heretics you seek have fled.
Curse them! How could that possibly have happened?
Dunno.
Alas, these renegades have found protection with the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance. I would not have been able to capture them without risking a diplomatic incident that my uncle would have condemned.
The bridge. I thought as much. Those heretics have turned to them. But I had hoped that you might intervene quickly enough to stop them. It is truly regrettable. We have nothing else to do but pray that the Luminous might shield us from their lies.
Thoughts and prayers, mate. Thoughts and prayers. Nice XP gain.
I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you, de Sade.
Alright, see you later, you prick. I think... Oh, I still haven't technically the quartermaster in New Serene when we get off the ship, so we still haven't technically completed that quest. All we have to do for this one is inform the captain, which is basically what we need to do to head off anyway, and we got a level up as well. Yeah. Increase the armor of the alchemical elemental damage. Okay. %, damage on blades, or 20% with guns. I'm gonna go for gun. I don't use my gun enough. How much ammo do I even have? 32. Yeah, I should just use my gun more. Alright, I inform the captain that we found found the cabin boy. Should be back aboard. And then we're ready to set sail, I think. Yeah, I think he's done everything here.
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. My cabin boy, Jonas, is back on ship. I have you to thank, I imagine.
You do. It's a rather sad affair, and though solved, leaves a broken family behind.
All we can do is plot a course. No one tells the wind what to do. I do thank you. I didn't think you'd go to so much trouble for a cabin boy. Your actions bring you honor.
Yeah, everyone likes us. Alright. Oh, level up again, sure.
Permission to board the ship. We are ready.
Certainly. But keep in mind that we'll be at sea for several months. If you have any farewells to make or any final business to put into order, now is the time.
No, I'm good.
No, my house is in order. We are ready to embark.
Perfect. Follow me.
So eager to discover Tear Freddy. My isle. My new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures. As big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor the Nauts even brought one back in one of their ships.
I doubt that. The Nauts are strange, but they're not idiots.
I think the Nauts might have brought one back in one of their ships.
Those conniving, pista-stilling, bridge-building liars. The creature was supposed to be out for days. They'll pay for this.
What the hell manner of cargo
Bridge
are you
building liars,
transporting?
okay.
Help! We need
Must be the Bridge
moves.
Alliance.
We must contain it! Help!
Come now, let's lend them a hand.
Oh, okay then.
Watch out! Take a step back, sir!
Cut! Captain! Keep my cousin safe!
Wait, does that mean... Oh yeah, just run away. I guess I'll just deal with this. Hold on, let me level up first. Okay, that doesn't seem to pause the game. It was still chucking shit. Just shoot him. I also got, do some traps. Poison. No more armor. Okay, I'm actually doing some decent damage there. Oh. Got a healing potion just in time there. Oh, come on. There we go. Another healing potion. No? Come on, heal. I'm passively healing. Forward. Oh, come on. That was so close.
So eager to discover Tear Freddy. My isle.
Yeah, alright. Let me just level up here.
You'll
That'll
need
be
to arm
good.
yourself with patience. The voyage will be long.
Armor
I've been told the
damage
trip
will
lasts
be
months.
good.
And they say the
Got
place is
that
full of
fast traps.
gigantic
What else
creatures.
we got? Start.
As big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor the Nauts even brought one back in one of their ships.
I
Well,
doubt
from
that. The Nauts are
hit
strange,
5-4.
but they're not
Okay,
idiots.
nice weapons. Roll would be useful eventually. Let's just go with the armor damage. Focus with using guns now. Oh, we actually get an attribute as well. Good. We've got agility already. Accuracy. If we're going to focus on damage, accuracy would be good. Yeah. Go for accuracy. Any talents? No, they're just based on our equipment that we've got. Okay. And we got that shit now as well. Skip it this time. Okay, is that stunned them? Oh, come on. I just missed that trap. I've already placed the trap down. I don't think you pick the traps back up, so I might as well try and lead them into it. I'll just shoot him. There we go.
Greenblood, how do you fare?
Fine, fine. It is dead.
Are you wounded?
I'm well. Your lessons have proven effective.
I've never seen a beast this size. It's quite extraordinary.
Cousin, what a fight. You were illustrious.
I'm not of the
Yeah,
same
you two were a
mind.
great help as well.
I had the feeling it was already weakened. I did nothing more than finish it off.
Your humility remains a constant. But believe me, that battle was absolutely epic.
Alright. Oh, I've got a memory crystal. Can I pick up this trap? Oh, I can. Awesome. Okay, so if I make if I just make alchemical mixes, that means I can automatically drop the traps. I don't have to make traps. That's what it means. Because that's what I got when I picked up the trap, I think. Wait, are we going to that ship over there? So this, okay, this is just a different ship. That makes sense, otherwise we have to wait for a while, because I don't think that ship should go out to sea now. Alright. Well, on that note...
Gentlemen! cousin's enthusiasm is most impressive.
This journey is his long-awaited chance to prove his worth. He has a demanding father.
More likely he's just happy to nest.
I definitely know I am. That's certain.
Stations, lads! Weigh anchor and ready hot to wear. Lively now, lively! Catch me a wind!
On to Tier 3D and New Serene instead of Old Serene. Several months later. Like, you only just spotted that.
What a charming welcoming committee. Gentlemen, I am Constantine of House Orsay, your new governor. I have no idea what sort of ceremony you've prepared for my arrival, but I would gladly skip it, so... Indeed, these are rather peculiar customs. I see, it seems you were quite intent on serving me a drink. Hello? Cat got your tongue, gentlemen? Would it be those annoying beaks?
I am truly sorry. These doctors should have shown a greater measure of courtesy. Thank you, dear doctors. Move along. Don't trouble the Nords. Pay no attention to them. Instead, just drink. The long voyages at sea require the appropriate treatment as soon as we land. According to our scientists, without fortifiers, you might catch your death, and that would be quite regrettable.
I should have chosen death. This concoction is liquid torture.
I would think that they would have warned you on the ship.
Not in the slightest. And you must be Lady Morange, my predecessor.
You are correct.
There you are!
To your health.
Aha! You got your dose of bile too. Allow me to present to you Lady Morange, and to you, my dear lady, my most trusted cousin. Where is the captain?
He seems to be preoccupied with some sort of admiral.
Indeed. Then I will have to thank him later for this most marvelous voyage. Excellency, lead me to the palace, I beg you. And, whenever possible, go by way of all the intriguing alleyways. I am dying with impatience to discover this new city. My city!
Your Excellence! We must wait for our escort!
No need. Have no fear, for I am here to defend you, my lady.
I've been scullied.
How so?
My admiral laid me off.
My cousin was nonetheless delighted with your services. I hope there was no misunderstanding.
None, I'm sure of it. She just ordered me to give you any assistance you might need.
This request doesn't seem to please you.
Don't take offense, but it's not pleasant for a captain to abandon his ship. In any case, here I am at your service for a while.
Okay then. Well, got rid of that Constantine. And Vasco. Alright. Cool. Agility and accuracy is pretty much the same as me. Kurt is endurance and strength. I say pretty much the same, but I think, yeah, there are points in it. Yeah, okay. So, I think I will have to end this session there. But yeah, that's the live show, and then I'll edit it and see it in a more succinct way later if you want.